The new districts, I'd like to think, would be drawn in a way that doesn't discriminate against African Americans. I'd also like to think that the Republicans drawing the districts are paying attention to the advancing litigation on partisan gerrymanders. They admitted up front that the congressional districts they drew were a blatant partisan gerrymander. I hope they're aware that the courts are starting to frown on those and that they'll steer away from doing an abusive partisan gerrymander for the districts in 2018.
So whenever they do draw the districts in the next couple of months, those have to be approved.
Yes, and I think we'll learn more about exactly what the mechanism for that will be once the three-judge panel that's meeting in Greensboro this week issues an order. I think they'll be specific in what process they want to see in order to approve the districts. I think they've got good reason to be skeptical of anything that this General Assembly produces, given their past abuses, and are going to want to give a very careful look at it.
It does seem like they have dragged their feet. We've known for quite a while that these are unconstitutional.
Without a doubt. And the dragging the feet is not an accident. It is by design because they don't want to have elections. They like these districts, these illegal districts, because they benefit Republicans. And so the longer this General Assembly elected in those districts continues to sit, the more advantageous it is for Republicans. So they want to delay the inevitable as long as they can.
Speaking of redistricting, there's some discussion that when the General Assembly comes back for redistricting, I guess in September most likely, that the judicial redistricting plan will be taken back up, which seems unprecedented.
Yes, it is. They tried to push it through in the waning hours of the long session and got some pretty significant pushback from folks involved in our legal system, both Democrats and Republicans, who thought that this was a horrific idea, that if anything, we need to get off the path of making our judges more partisan and instead find a path that makes them less partisan, that makes them more neutral judges of the cases before them. And that's something that both Republicans and Democrats involved in the legal system, I think, clearly agree on.
Where did this come from? I mean, Justin Burr obviously is the driving force, but it does seem to be that it's part of a pattern, as you say, to make our judicial races more partisan.
Yeah, I think what the Republicans found is, to their amazing surprise, that when they pass illegal laws, that judges, both Democrat and Republican, stand ready to rule those laws unconstitutional. And so the Republican General Assembly views the judicial branch of our government, one of the three co-equal branches of government, set up to be a check and a balance on the legislative and executive branches. They view the independent judiciary as a barrier to passing the laws they want to pass to seize and maintain control of our state.